It hasn't moved in 6 days. It might not move for 6 more. Buried in the leaf litter, a python's body has stretched into something almost unrecognizable, swollen, distorted, ribs spread wide enough to let an entire deer disappear inside. From the outside, it looks like the end of something. It's actually the start of one of the fastest organ transformations any vertebrate has ever pulled off. Right now, machinery most animals never touch in a lifetime is running flat out just to keep this snake alive. For a python, a meal isn't just food. It's a full-body renovation, done under pressure. In the wild, prey can be months apart. So when something warm finally wanders close enough, there's no room for hesitation, and no second chance. The hunt starts long before the strike. Tiny heat-sensing pits along the upper lip pick up the faint warmth of a body moving through total darkness, sketching a picture the snake's own eyes could never manage. A flicking tongue reads chemical trails in the air. Together, they let the snake track something it has never even seen, through undergrowth thick enough to hide the python from its own prey, right up until the final second. Here's the part most people get wrong: the jaw doesn't unhinge. There's no joint to disconnect in the first place. Instead, the two halves of the lower jaw are held together by nothing but an elastic ligament, letting each side walk forward independently over prey many times wider than the snake's own skull. Skin folded tight between the scales lets go all at once, stretching like fabric finally released. But first, it constricts. For decades, everyone assumed this killed by crushing, or by slow suffocation. New research using pressure sensors found something faster and quieter. Constriction cuts off blood flow to the prey's heart within seconds. Unconsciousness comes long before suffocation ever gets the chance to finish the job. Swallowing is only the opening scene. Once the meal is down, the python's metabolism can spike to nearly 40 times its resting rate. To handle it, the body does something almost no other animal even attempts. It grows new organs on demand. Within a day or two, the heart can swell by close to a third. The small intestine stretches longer, its inner surface expanding to catch a flood of nutrients, before any of it goes to waste. The liver and kidneys swell too, each briefly rebuilt into an oversized version of itself. It's less like recovering from a meal, and more like manufacturing new equipment overnight. None of it is permanent. Once digestion wraps up, usually 1 to 2 weeks later, the heart, gut, and liver all shrink back down in one of the fastest tissue regressions ever recorded in any vertebrate. The same system built to survive famine refuses to carry extra weight once famine isn't the problem anymore. Even the stomach transforms. Resting acid levels are nothing special, but during digestion they drop to some of the lowest ever measured in an animal, low enough to dissolve bone until it can be absorbed. Hair and hooves pass through untouched. Almost everything else, skeleton included, simply disappears, converted into fuel for the long stretch of nothing that follows. That stretch is dangerous. A python mid-digestion, heart still enlarged, organs still rebuilt, is at its most defenseless, sluggish, its energy turned completely inward, in no shape to fight or flee. And temperature decides how long that window lasts. Pythons can't generate their own body heat, so a sudden cold snap can stall digestion for days, stranding a swollen, half-transformed body exactly when speed matters most. And yet this same on and off physiology is what let pythons take over an entire ecosystem. Burmese pythons released into the Florida Everglades found endless ambush opportunities, and no native predator built to interrupt the cycle. A body designed around scarcity thrived in abundance instead. Marsh rabbits vanished from survey sites almost completely. Raccoon and opossum sightings collapsed by more than 90% wherever pythons settled hardest. A wetland's small mammals quietly erased from the bottom up, an entire food web rewritten by a single import nobody expected to spread this far. The population now numbers in the tens of thousands, spread across thousands of square miles of wetland. Every single one carrying the same dormant ability to swell, to rebuild itself piece by piece, to empty back out, and to do it all again the moment the next warm body wanders too close. So the next time you see something motionless in the leaf litter, remember, stillness isn't always the end of a story. Sometimes it's an animal quietly rebuilding itself from the inside out, organ by organ, getting ready for the next long stretch of nothing.